Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mole Trap, and I'm going to be doing a game here from the Winners League. Now, this is from actually like a week or two ago. It's probably already been commentated by someone, I believe, but who knows. This is a match that I heard was absolutely crazy and epic, and someone told me in the IRC channel, they're like, have you seen? They said, have you seen Up Magic versus Flash? And have you seen Fantasy versus Light? And I was like, no. And he said those were the two of the best Terran versus Terrans ever played. I was like, wow. Now, Up Magic versus Flash was one of the best, most epic Terran versus Terrans I've ever seen in my entire life. So, if this one follows suit, then it should definitely be a treat to commentate. I'm really looking forward to hopefully some epic TVT action. TVT can be boring, can be dumb, but it can also be epic. So, hopefully we'll be seeing that. Anyway, looks like Coliseum 2 is the map, if I'm reading that correctly. This is from the Winners League, like I said, from a week or two ago, so I'm just kind of doing it a little bit later. Let's see, so, oh crap, it's going to be bad colors. Oh man, I hope I'm not going to commentate a 50-minute long TVT with horrible colors. No, it's going to be blue, okay. So blue is Fantasy, and the orange player in the top right is, I'm sorry, in the bottom right, is Light. Just off the top of my head, I'd have to give the advantage to Fantasy in this one. He's been playing a lot better recently, but Light, he has his moments too. For a minute there, he looked like he was just doing ridiculous Terran versus Terran a few seasons ago when he was beating C and some other Terrans to get into another actually round of 16 of MSL. I think he made it to the round of 8 before being ridiculously obliterated by Jadong, if I remember correctly. Someone obliterated him in the round of 8. Anyway, point being, so Light has it in him. Light has some good stuff in him, and he's capable of playing some really good play, especially versus Terran. Actually, I don't even know what his general stats are. I guess I could look that up theoretically in the background. But yeah, but I mean, just like I said, off the top of my head, you know, I'm gonna give the game to Fantasy. Just kind of at first glance, he's just such a better player in general. He's been doing a lot better. I wouldn't say Fantasy is one of your S-class players, but he's generally pretty good. So okay, I guess that's all I have to say about that. Let's see. So Light, yeah, he's actually he has a losing record turn versus turn. Apparently versus Zerg is his best matchup. So, go figure, I guess. But he's, like I said, he's capable of playing some good StarCraft. Fantasy has beaten some really good players, though. I mean, he got silver in the OSL the other day. He's also almost even in Terran versus Terran, though, in his overall record. So, it could go either way. Both of these players not like the best of the best, but still good. And still capable of pulling out some real A-game at different times. And both players checking for proxies in the middle at the same time. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Exactly the same commands being given in Mirror. Oh man. Both players, though, it looks like they have their barracks inside their base, and they're just going for a quick factory build of some kind. This is Game 5, if anyone cares, by the way, of the Winners League matchup between these two teams. His Fantasy is part of SKT1, and Light, a member of MBC Game. He's now one of their main guys now that they've kind of lost all their good players. They used to have Bisu, actually, but they traded him away for some crazy reason. He was in a slight slump, and then as soon as they traded him away, he started owning the crap out of everyone and winning the MSL again. They traded Jelizerg away, and he was in a slump, and then Jelizerg started doing well again and winning an OSL. So the MBC game just has pretty bad luck with their roster, with their management, I guess. Anyway, so expansion. It looks like expansion going up for Fantasy already. Probably Light setting up the same thing here in just a second. Yeah, but anyway. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought Fantasy had already set up his expansion, but I guess he hadn't yet. So crap. Sorry, I'm being instant message here in the background. It's kind of distracting me, so that's why I'm like, well, let me type for this guy real quick. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's one of the guys from my master's program. We're going to be doing some, hopefully doing some studying at some point um, since I've got a huge assignment for my, basically the rough draft of my entire thesis is due like next week, and so it's a bit of crunch time, and I am horrible. I'm horrible at being motivated to do classwork. I hate to admit it, and I hate to be a bad example, I guess. But I'm such a procrastinator. So usually, in order to get some work done, I actually need to like go somewhere. Like I can't just sit at home and try and work because I'm just too distracted. I do things like, making StarCraft commentaries, which isn't something that most people distract, which isn't something that distracts most people, but it distracts me. So anyway, so usually I have to like go. So we're gonna go to the library and just try and focus on getting some work done. Nice micro there by Fantasy. Oh, drawing fire with one vulture, but critically he wasn't firing with that vulture at the same time, so it kind of evened out as far as the effectiveness of that micromanagement. But and there we go. Yeah, see, his vulture wasn't firing that whole time, and so he didn't. He was microing it around, but he didn't get as many hits off if we just focus fired. So he actually loses a vulture there and loses a marine. To boot because of that. Light's barracks is in his base now, so he's going to see everything that's going on there. He sees the academy going down. He's going to spot the armory in just a minute. Anyway, sorry about that. For some reason I got a little. I'm not sick anymore, so I'm not coughing as much, but I've still got a little bit of something in my throat that makes me cough sometimes, so I apologize for that. Anyway. By the way, if you guys are wondering, where's the 4th MSL game, since I'm probably going to have just uploaded the 3 MSL games just before this, I'm not planning on doing the 4th MSL game. I already watched the game, and so it's going to be hard for me to commentate that. I don't usually like commentate games I've already seen. The 4th MSL game of that set was between Yellow and Zero. Yellow, Arnak, and Zero. I'm sure someone else has done it, though. Just in general, me and Klazart and Cholera and Diggity and Rise are trying to cover pretty much all the Star League games. But if we don't, there's some other guys, by the way, that usually do end up catching those games and commentating them. And, I mean, check them out anyways. Ranshin, I think his YouTube account is Ranshin DA, and Nuke the Stars. I believe his YouTube account is Nuke the Stars. And they both do a lot of games, and so if we've missed one, then you can check them out. Or you might want to, check them out anyways, because, heck, you might like them better. And if you like them better, go ahead and watch them instead. That's cool. And I know they do a lot of the games, so check it out. Anyway, let's see here. It's hard to tell. I mean, nothing's really going on at this point here. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for some early action. Got some vulture harassment going on, but being put back by Fantasy. Fantasy he's going straight for the mid game army, the tanks and Goliaths here, whereas Light is going for the mines. He's going for kind of and usually when you see a player go for the we need to watch out. Oh, mine gets caught. Okay. Usually when you see one player go for vultures, the other one doesn't want to get caught having the whole army blow up from mines, and so they usually go for vultures also. But in this case, we saw Fantasy just go straight for the tanks and Goliaths and get his comsat down so he can clear out mines that way and just take another base and go for a longer term macro game. But when he does move out, he's going to have to do a lot of mine clearing to take care of things. And wow, does he only have 2 factories? I thought I saw Light putting up more factories. Oh, he needs to watch out. Oh, siege mode goes off. Looks like he hit part of the tank there. But was not able to get any kills on that. So both players just posturing here. It looks like Light is trying to set up basically a bit of a containment on Fantasy, and really that could be to good effect. If he sets up a little bit of a containment there, they'll be able to take a lot more of the map in the long run. And I mean, the way their positions are, top right and bottom right, they're going to have to expand towards the left. So if you can set up a containment on the left, but actually it looks like he's going to try and go in and try and take out this new expansion by Fantasy, actually. He may be able to do it. There's tanks. No, there's tanks en route. Oh, but if he gets mines down, oh no, he needs to bring in backup. Backup and need to take all those mines. They do take out the mines. They do take out the vultures. And Fantasy's going to hold. He has the high ground. He has got another tank incoming as well. So he's going to be able to hold this expansion pretty easily. And, wow. So the SCV's going to run down there and spot to try and kill off that last tank. No, okay. So the tank runs away. But Light completely failing at that attack, and now he's going to have to be a little bit defensive. Yeah, he does have 2 more factories up, although Fantasy probably has more factories up.